Ooh, hello everybody, this is Sarge Epic here, and welcome to my all-new comic haul number 149. That is right, I am back for another all-new comic haul. We are one comic haul away now. The next comic haul is going to be my 150th spectacular comic haul, and for that, it might take me a bit to build it up. In the next video, I'm gonna have a huge haul. A huge haul. Probably one of the biggest ones that I've ever done. It might take me a while to gather the comics up, so you might not see a video for a while because I really am planning to actually make this big, so it might take a few hauls to group together or something. So for all I know, you might not see another comic haul for like a month or so, but I'm really going to try to, and it depends with all this COVID-19 stuff, with all the virus stuff going on right now. It depends when I can actually get to my comic shop, and it depends on other stuff too financially, so it all depends on a lot of unknown factors right now. Anyway though, guys, we are not here to talk about the virus. We're here to talk about comics and have a good time. So with that in mind, I'm gonna show you guys these three beautiful stacks, all pretty good sized. And the first stack is all Marvel, second stack is all DC, and then this last stack is one Dark Horse comic, which you already see. There's a couple Valiant comics, and the rest of it is Image. And there's a lot of huge releases in this haul. There's one huge release from DC that is the most hyped book of the year. I hope you guys know which one I'm talking about just from that. There is a few big ones from Image that have been awaited and look great. So that's why Image is going last today with my miscellaneous stack. And DC's Marvel's first. Marvel has not had the main event showcase spot in a few hauls now. Before we get into the haul properly, though, I'm going to show you guys what comics I have read and reviewed this week. It is late. It is almost 9 p.m. or is past 9 p.m. now. I don't know. On Saturday, March the something. I can't remember what the actual day is right now, but this is the comics I've read and reviewed this week. I finally read the Self-Flight one-shot. Read and reviewed a couple issues of Amazing Spider-Man with 22 and 23. Finished the Hunt, that story off completely. I've been reading a lot of War of the Realms stuff recently, so I finally finished just Guardians of the Galaxy with issue number 10. This is the War of the Realms tie-in. I got Black Cat number 2. Read and reviewed. Get Damage number 9. Deadpool number 13. Tony Stark Iron Man 12. Journey into Mystery 4-5 for War of the Realms. Justice League Odyssey 13. Fantastic Four, The Prodigal Son number 1. The 3-part one-shot story. Saunter number 9. Terrifics number 8. And last but not least, War of the Realms New Ages of Atlas number 3 or 4. So, it's been a good week of reading. I wish I had gotten more read and reviewed, but not a bad week. Not the worst week. Anyway, we're going to jump into the haul now. We're starting off with the Marvel stack. And within this, we're going to start off with some Star Wars stuff. I'm up to date on my Star Wars picking up, besides Star Wars number 4 that came out this past week. But I have not been to the store since the new comics have released. And also kind of trying not to buy so much right now. So yeah, got Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue number 1. Really excited for this one, looks quite good. And then I got Star Wars Darth Vader, issue number 2, beautiful New York League cover. And then Star Wars The Rise of Kylo Ren, issue number 4. So that's one title done, thankfully. Can't wait to read all of these Star Wars titles. Finally, I got to finish off Yondu, because I don't know if I've talked about this in a haul before, but Yondu, I had my issue 5 waiting for me, but I didn't have an issue 4. Somehow my shop missed it, or it sold out or something, I don't know, before my shop, or somehow wasn't ordered. So finally last week, Yondu number 4, my copy came in, so I finally get to finish this mini-series off. So I got issues 4 and 5 of Yondu. I will be definitely finishing that series off next week. That's one of my goals. And I also got Avengers of the Wasteland number 3. I've been keeping up to date on this title, so I'll be reading this right away too. It's been really good so far. If anybody likes the Old Man Logan and Wasteland stuff, you should really be checking this out. I highly recommend. It's a good read. Ed Bryson's a great writer. He's also local to me, so I like that he's good, so I can support him. Caught up on my Daredevil buy-in with issues 17, 18, and 19. So we ended the Through Hell arc and then started the 2-part arc of Inferno. Only got the regular covers for all 3 of those. Got Jessica Jones, the penultimate issue of Blind Spot here with issue 5. Got the regular and the variant. And then the rest of the stuff is Spider-Man related. I count Morbius as Spider-Man related because he started off as a rogue to Spider-Man. So Morbius the Living Vampire, issue number 4, a regular cover and Connecting variant. Can't wait to start reading this title. It looks really good. The movie's coming out later this year too. I got Venom, issue number 23, Venom Ion Part 3, regular cover and Gwen Stacy variant. And I got Venom number 24, Venom Ion Part 4. There's 2 different hauls in this haul, by the way, which is why it's so big, as big as it is. Venom number 24, regular cover, and the beautiful Spider-Woman variant. Then I also picked up a Black Cat, issue number 10, which of course you guys know now that I've just started reading Black Cat. Pretty good so far. I will say I enjoyed the first issue more than the second, but yeah, very excited to catch up on this series. So I got the regular cover for this and the Spider-Woman variant. I will pick up all the covers for Black Cat as long as I can, or at least 2 covers. That's my fin, is I want at least 2 covers just in case something happens and stuff. Miles Morales Spider-Man, issue number 15, regular cover and Gwen Stacy variant. Then I also got Miles Morales Spider-Man at number 15, so I called up Miles Morales. Got the regular cover and the Spider-Woman variant. And then I got Spider-Verse, issue number 6. And then, to end off the Marvel section, I got Spider-Man Noir, issue number 1 of 5. Wow. A lot of Spider stuff there at the end, huh? So I want to stay up on all the Miles related stuff, so that included Miles Morales and Spider-Verse, and I want to finish Spider-Verse off anyway and then be caught up on Miles, so I'm caught up on those 2 for picking up. And then I'm like, well, I may as well make sure to get the number 1 of Spider-Man Noir right away, because I'm going to hopefully be catching up more on Miles and Spider-Verse soon, which means hopefully I'll be reading this semi-soon. So yeah, I'm very excited to, so hopefully it's got to like Spider-Man Noir a lot. Actually, Spider-Man Noir was probably my favorite of the Spider-Verse issue, which he was the first one, probably more than Gwen Stacy Spider-Gwen. When the original Spider-Verse happened, I think my favorite of the stories was actually the Spider-Man Noir one, which was the first issue, and Spider-Gwen was the second. But yeah. On to DC now. I got Ruby, issue number 6 of 7, got the regular cover and the beautiful variant. I didn't know what this variant was going to look like before this came out, so that was nice. Got and I finally caught up on some of my Joe Hill comics from DC. Joe Hill, the Joe Hill line. Didn't catch up all the way, but I caught up and got the whole month of January and maybe a little bit of the first bit of February. I can't remember. I think I just got all of the rest of January's releases, since I had 2 of them already. I got the Dollhouse Family, issue number 3, regular cover and variant. I like this variant, actually. Got the Daphne Byrne, issue number 1. And I got the regular cover of this and the variant. Don't really like this variant, but yeah, as much at least. This is the reason why I'd been so behind, because I was waiting for this cover of this comic. So I got the Lola Woods, issue number 2 of 6. So for some reason my shop had sold out, and they decided to give. They didn't make sure I got the copies, the one of each that I had asked for, so I had to wait for over a month for my copy of this regular cover of Lola Woods number 2. So I got the regular cover finally, and then I got the variant. Because you can see the original release was the 15th of January, and this finally came in the first week of March. And I got Basketful of Heads, issue number 4 of 7, the regular cover and the lovely variant. And then that ends off the Joe Hill comics for now, for this haul. Got Hulkman, issue number 22. Then I got a regular cover. Batman and the Outsiders number 11, a regular cover. Then I'm a couple issues behind the Hawkman. Last one I read was issue 20. I got Batman, issue number 90. First appearance of the designer. Got the regular cover and the variant. And then last but definitely not least, the big book from DC for this haul, Strange Adventures, issue number 1 of 12, the new maxi series by Tom Kane, Doc Shaner, and Mitch Gerads. Got the regular cover and the Variant. I'm so excited to read this. This might be one where I end up reading it right away. I'm probably going to try to read it as it comes out. We'll see, though. This is a series I wouldn't mind actually having to build up, because I feel like once I read an issue, I'm going to want to read the next one so bad. So I might let this one build up. I haven't decided yet, but oh my, I'm so excited to read this. One of the most hyped comics of 2020. And then now, the last stack. First, we're starting off the one Dark Horse comic with Strayed, issue number 3. I somehow missed this issue. I'm still looking for a cover B, but I got the regular cover at least, so I got a whole set, thankfully. I'm still going to try to hunt down the cover B, though, because I wanted one of each for all the issues. So yeah, but now I can read this damn series anytime I want. I got Bloodshot issue number 7, trying to stay up to date on Bloodshot and on Rye with issue number 5. Got the cover A's of both of those. I'm still behind on. I still have not finished off Dr. Mirage yet, and I still, after all this time, I still have not caught up / finished off Psylord, since that's done now too, and I have to catch up on the Visitor, and yeah. So I have some catching up to do still in Valiant, and hopefully some of that might even happen in the next haul. We'll see. I don't know if all of it will, but I want to try to catch up on maybe one of those titles in the next haul. Moving on now to the Image stuff, which is the last company you're going to see in this haul. I got Safe Sex issue number 7 to finish off the first arc. I'm kind of excited to read this title. I don't know if it's going to be one of my favorite Image titles, but I feel like it's going to be pretty good. They say this is just the first volume, so I guess this is supposed to return maybe at some point. I guess we'll see. I don't know. Got the Marked issue number 5, and this is when it went on hiatus. This is returning in June, though, with issue number 6. Got cover A and cover B. And then I caught up on Sonata also with number 8, cover A and cover B. And I've not started reading Marked or Sonata yet, but I'm excited to read both. And then I got issue 9, cover A and cover B. And then, now we get into all the number 1s for Image, and I got 3 number 1s here. First off, I got Mirka Andolfo's Mercy, issue number 1 of 6, and I got cover A and cover B. So cover A is by Andolfo herself, and then cover B is Ramos. I was also supposed to get a copy of cover C, the Art Germ cover, but my shop messed up. My shop has been starting to mess up more recently, which sucks, but oh well. I just said screw it, I'll just get 2 covers then, which works because as of issue 3-4 there's only 2 covers anyway, but now I'm not getting the third cover number 2 either. There's 5 covers, and I want the first 3 for number 1, but I got the first 2, and I'm kind of over it now. I was really mad at first, but I'm over it now. Crap happens, and it saves me a little money, I guess, so that's fine. I got Stealth issue number 1 of 6. Apparently this has already been optioned for something. It's either of 6 or of 5. I can't remember now. It might be of only of 5, but main reason I'm getting this one is it was optioned for a film or whatever already, and actually that might be the primary reason. It also sounded good, and while normally I try to avoid the comics, with the exception being Stellar, that's from the minds of Kirkman and Silvestri, but they're not the actual creative team on it. This one sounded really good, so I probably would have gotten it anyway, even if it wasn't optioned, because it actually sounds like a cool concept, and yeah. I'm not completely opposed to picking up titles like that, because I've picked up Stellar before, which I still have not read, by the way, after all this time. And then last, but certainly not least for this haul, I got the first issue of the big one from not this past week, but the last week before of comics, with Decorum, issue number 1 of what might be an 8-issue miniseries. It's not really clear yet, because it never said in the original solicitations, but it says on the Previous World website. Got Decorum, issue number 1, from Jonathan Hickman, currently known for his awesome X-Men stuff going on that I haven't got to read yet, and with artist Mike Huddleston, he was doing some incentive covers for House and Powers of X/10. Really excited to read this one, and I got, as you can see right here, I got the first 2 covers are wraparound covers. I'm pretty sure they both are, at least. So I got the cover A, B, and the FOC variant, which was the artist of Wicked and Fine. Don't know why I'm forgetting their name all of a sudden, but yeah, got all 3 of the main covers. I'm gonna be picking up all the covers that come with this title. Very excited to read this. I had to pick this up because I knew this was gonna have a lot of hype around it when it was getting close to coming out, and I had a feeling about this one, and I've been proven pretty right, because my shop doesn't always do the best on selling independents. It doesn't always do the best in selling Image number 1s or independent number 1s in general, but we sold all but maybe 2 of our copies, and we got a lot of copies for this because it was mainly because I had a good feeling. So yeah, So yeah, we did good sales on this one, so that was nice. I knew this was gonna do well, and so far it has proven to be the case. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here. So if you enjoyed this one, please like, subscribe, comment, even share if you like to. And anyway, guys, I'll see you on the next video, and peace out. Bye.